What's up, guys? My name is Chaotic, back at you guys with a little one today, coming at you guys with another substance review, since you guys voted in that post that you guys would like to see a substance review the most. So, this substance review is going to be about the 3 MEO PCP dissociative substance. Now, if you guys have any experience with this substance and any comments to leave opinions about this review, leave a comment and a like. And subscribe if you guys enjoy this content. And yeah, let me get started, man. So, yeah, 3 MEO PCP, I would say it's most similar to, comparing it to 3 MEO PCP, which is the last one I reviewed, the last substance, well, the last dissociative I could compare it to. It is leagues different than 3 MEO PCP, meaning, I think it still has a lower dosage. Usually PCP analogs have lower dosages. But with 3 MEO PCP, this one, it leaves you a lot more manic and has a lot more energy to it. There's definitely no energy involved with 3 MEO PCP compared to this because of, I don't know what it is really due to. I think the methoxy actually makes them a little more potent. So 3 MEO PCP, actually, both are potent. So I don't know what makes what more potent. I think the hydroxy does. So 3 MEO PCP is actually more potent than 3 MEO PCP. So, alright, now to get to the effects. 3 MEO PCP is a lot less like a downer feeling. It feels more stimulating. It feels like more like ketamine in like low doses where you get some, stimulation. It feels pretty nice, man. I'm the most similar to compare this 3 MEO PCP to is 3CL PCP. Now, 3CL PCP is another one that's very similar to 3FL PCP and 3HO PCP, except with 3CL PCP, it's a little more stimulating, a little more manic inducing. So, yeah, so you could see how, when you take the substance, you don't feel like, because I'm used to, them making me kind of feel high. You don't feel as high on like a normal dose. I noticed you have to take a little more to feel it, and once you do, you feel a little stimulated and you're kind of like giddy. And you're kind of just a little manic and like, funny. It's kind of interesting, it's a little more, it's the only dissociative I know that has promoted that out of me, this manic property to this extent. So it has a lot, like the most manic properties out of like, I think all the dissociative analogs, except for like PCP itself. So it's the most similar to PCP in that, leaves you with stimulation. And, a little bit of a down feeling, a little bit dissociative feeling. Feels pretty nice, though. Now, to get to the effects, man. This substance is going to receive a 9 out of 10 from me. Sometimes it wouldn't really hit the spot for me, but I would always, like, end up, like, because it takes, like, 2 or 3 hours. It takes, like, a little longer, like 1 or 2 hours for these substances to hit you, these dissociative analogs. So this one took a little longer to hit me, and when it did, man, I was like, damn, okay. I was playing virtual reality. I was playing fucking Resident Evil 4 in VR, and I was like, damn. Like, I didn't really feel it, but when I took the headset off, I could feel this dissociation, and I was like, yeah, this stuff is like really mild and like body high. Like, it's all mental, it's all like manic. It's that's what I noticed. So it has more mental effects than physical effects. I guess it has, so that meaning, it can increase your heart rate more. It has more stimulating effects. There's a lot more manic inducing. I feel like it's you definitely can't really hold off this substance. I wouldn't really consider this a substance you go hold off of, so fuck that. So yeah, don't be considering this one to hold off of, alright? But anyways, 3 MEO PCP is fun, man. Like, honestly, I would, if you ever find a source for it, get it. It's worth it to try. And, maybe keep around if you get enough of it. I didn't get enough of it, and honestly, I forgot where and who I got it from. So, this happened fairly recently. This is, like, actually less than a year ago I tried and got this 3 MEO PCP, so it is definitely doable. You can definitely find it, my friend. So, anyways, and I was hoping I could find it, to make a video about it, and luckily I did, man. Because it's kind of hard to find that stuff. I had to source that outside of my fucking country to get that shit. So, yeah, there's that. And it's always risky doing international orders. You know, you may or may not receive your shit, which sucks because some people will selectively scam you. And it doesn't even matter how many orders you have. You know, they'll just fucking do it. I feel like it's the country of origin you're in. If you're in a country of origin where they feel like they'll get fucked over, they might fulfill your order, but not even send the fucking shit, you know. They'll fuck you over. So be on the watch out for that shit on the dark web, man. But anyways, so 3-MEO PCP is a nice fucking dissociative. I would get it again if I could. Would I get it, like, am I too keen on it? No, because it's not like, I mean, it's not the strongest. I like stronger dissociatives like ketamine, 3-HO PCP, 3FL PCP even. 3FL PCP would, like, you know, hit me a little more than 3-MEO PCP did. 3-MEO PCP was probably the lightest dissociative, like, in effects, like if you could describe it that way. Like, my body felt lighter on it, like less heavy. All the other dissociatives usually make me feel heavy, right? DXM, fucking 3-HO PCP, ketamine. But this one didn't make me feel heavy, so it was really interesting, and it makes you feel like I did feel the manic effects where you know, like, you get the dissociation, but you feel like you could do anything because you get the stimulation. So then, yeah, you kind of get that effect where, like, yeah, you feel like you can conquer a lot of shit, and I feel like this, you know, 3-MEO PCP in a high dose would be a very bad idea. You know, it would act probably a lot more like PCP itself, like the real thing, and make you trip out. You know, I did see, like, things kind of brighter, you know, things kind of blurrier. My vision was just generally more trippy. And, you know, being in a virtual reality headset, for some reason when you're in that shit and you're tripping on something, you don't really notice the trip as much. But when you take it off, when you take the VR headset back off, you definitely notice the drug. So, like, what happened is that I put it on, you know, when I started feeling it, and I thought I had felt it, but then, like, an hour later, me playing the headset, took the headset off. I actually felt I was actually more on the 3-MEO PCP. I actually had kicked in more. And I was like, whoa, okay. So, yeah, it lasted for like 4 to 6 hours, man. And I'm going to put the dosage range in the description. Don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's like a little higher, like 10 milligrams or more. I think it could be that high. Or a little less, you know. Maybe 6. Because, yeah. 3-HO PCP is like 2 to 4 milligrams, so this would be a little higher, you know, not too much higher, but a little higher, man. And yeah, basically 3-MEO PCP is worth it to do. You will feel the dissociation you need. Take a little bit. I mean, you know, you don't want to take a high dose the first time, so you want to take as low of a dose as possible to weigh out the potency, whether it's real or not, whether it's the real shit. Mine, I can never test if it was real, like the real 3-MEO PCP, but I read it and, you know, I looked at the effects, you know, it seemed to coincide with exactly what I was feeling, so I just took it for what it was, you know, because it definitely felt like dissociative. It left me really stimulated, not too stimulated, as in like fucking an amphetamine or a stimulant, like Ritalin. I was just, you know, just dissociative stimulated, just slightly more energetic. Like I guess psychedelic stimulated, where you have slightly more energy. That's exactly how I felt. And yeah, whatever I took was like a low dose, and I never really wanted to take much of it because I wasn't getting like actually high. I was just feeling the mental effects of it. And, you know, for me to want, like, you know, I like to get high, so I like to, you know, actually feel my drug. So I wasn't really feeling, so I didn't really feel it. I didn't do it too much, and you know, I ran out of it pretty quickly because I didn't pick up too much. So, man, yeah, 3-MEO PCP is an interesting one. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I'd say do it if you get an opportunity to do it. If you got a friend, a vendor, someone, some source. And, yeah, man, no sourcing, man. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this substance review about 3-MEO PCP. Very similar, more similar to 3CL PCP and not similar at all to 3HO PCP, 3FL PCP. But, yeah, all are, you know, related, but, just because it's most stimulating, it's not, I don't feel like it's most similar to those other downers, the downer dissociatives, you know? Those are my faves. This one don't really make you feel too high unless you take a higher dose, and I'm not really a fan of that, so yeah. Anyways, hope you guys stay high, stay lit, drinking, smoking, whatever, tripping, and rolling. You know, if you're doing MDMA. Hope you guys stay out, stay latest, and stay tuned to the next one, man. Peace. And leave a like and a subscribe and a comment if you guys enjoy this and try the substance for, man. Peace out, man.